doing here with the abs is I'm trying to bend at the spine. Anytime we do abs and we bend at the hips, we're hitting the core and a lot of upper thigh here, not so much focus on the abdomen of building developed abdomen. So any exercise you wanna do a crunch movement. So I'm trying to get my knees into my armpits. I'm not getting all the way up there, but if you look at my back, it doesn't stay with my legs coming up, my back straight. My back is rounding out, so I'm doing a crunch. And I'll apply that to any ab exercise I do. I try to make a crunch movement with my abdomen, and it's night and day difference. Just straight leg raises are great. They're good, they work good, they'll strengthen your core, but you're gonna feel it down here. We wanna hit the abdomen and develop them so when we get lean enough, they pop out. So again, same thing with these. I'm doing that crunch movement rather than just bending at the hips, going up and down. You'll see I'm not going far up, coming up and crunching down. I'm crunching down into it rather than just bending. It's a night and day difference, much, much harder. And the rope, you'll see a lot of people holding it here. If you bring it over your head here, be careful with your neck, you don't strain your neck, but if you bring it here, it's a lot harder. You're gonna be pulling more with your abdomen. The leverage is higher up. Give it a try, you'll see the difference. It's night and day. I'm gonna do some arm training, bis and tris, starting off with a bigger muscle, triceps. I'll switch it up from time to time, but I'd like to start with tris today. I'm gonna start with close grip bench press and put the emphasis on the tricep. It's very easy to let the front delts and the chest take over on this movement. That's why a lot of people say they don't feel it. So get in whatever position, whatever width, and elbows in or out for you to feel the tension on the tri and as little as possible anywhere else. We should title this workout Retraction, because as you'll see, most of my workout, I'm gonna be retracting my delts, rolling my shoulders back as if I'm trying to touch my shoulder blades. So I do this when I do chest, I do this pretty much every body part, but mainly with arms. If we retract the delts, we're not gonna use the leverage that you see a lot of guys using hunched over with triceps, and we won't let them interfere, especially with biceps. The biggest issue with biceps is guys will use the front delt, and that's why people will do a preacher curl to take the front delt out of the equation and be more strict. So we're gonna focus on retracting the shoulders, rolling them back, a linebacker stance, stiff core, curvature, lordosis of the back so you don't put any pressure on there, and focus on keeping the tension on the given muscle, not just moving the weight from point A to point B. We're not weightlifters, we're bodybuilders. So if you notice on these dips, since we just did tris, I'm trying to stay as upright as possible. Elbows in and upright puts more of the focus on the tricep. When you flare out and you lean forward, you're gonna put more chest, more stress on the chest, the outer chest, which both are great. But on chest day, you wanna do the lean forward, elbows out. On arm day, hitting tris, you wanna stay as upright as possible with elbows in. And another thing, body weight exercises, pull-ups, dips, push-ups, they're great, but they're good for warming up, or if you're gonna do them as an exercise, they're good to do weighted. But unless you're an amateur and it's your first year, first few months of training, you're not gonna get much muscle or strength growth from it. You need to progressively increase weight and intensity on any given exercise. So right now I just finished tris, I'm wrapping up with a little bit of this. I don't know if there's a chain belt around here, but if there is, I'll grab one. Usually I'll warm up with it or I'll do them weighted. If you want to get muscle growth and strength, you need to do them weighted, in my opinion. Transition to bis now. We're going to start with strict hammer curls. You could do these alternating. You could do them one arm at a time. You can hold on to a bar for stability. I like to wrap up so I don't lose strength in my grip. Again, retract the shoulder and just get the arm coming straight up and down. We don't want to use the front delt and use momentum. So super strict, just up and down. All right, so I consider those 2 first sets warm up. I'm gonna try to go heavy here, so I'm gonna work on one arm at a time. Close to the show, so a little drain. So I'm gonna try to go as heavy as I can, holding onto a bar or fixed machine with one arm, and the working arm, get as many reps, 10, 12 if I can, and then switch. So again, this is another exercise that we take the front delts on. I really like it. You get your elbows real far in there. So we're not pinned like this. We're not using the leverage of the front delt. So we're doing our best to isolate. There's really no such thing as isolation with the human body, because you can't shut off the whole body and only trigger one muscle. If you bend over to pick up a pencil, dozens and dozens of muscles will fire. So we do our best to isolate, and this is one of those exercises that will really help isolate the biceps. So you want to really get in there. I personally like to seat as low as possible, because if you come up too high, then again, the front delt will fire. So pay attention to your front delt. Make sure it's not really firing much. Keep the arm straight, open up as much as you can, as long as you don't have any pain, and fully contract all the way up. Full range of motion. I feel like it's become a bit of a popularity thing with these quarter reps and half reps. It might work with some guys, but don't look at 275-pound pro bodybuilders that are experts at muscle contraction and have been doing this for 2 decades and copy what they do. What works for them might not work for you. Full range of motion, full contraction of the muscle is going to give you that round 3D look. So cut that quarter rep bullshit out and do the exercises properly. So here I'm doing one arm at a time, concentration curl, armpit all the way in there. Again, taking the delt out of the equation. And if you notice, I'm turning away from the weight, giving a stretch of the bicep, stretch of the ulnar nerve, which is very important for developing the bicep, even up to the chest. And it gives a different realm of difficulty to the exercise. So always switch up your angles and your focus on a given movement, trying to challenge yourself. If something's really easy, turn away, twist, play with it, see how you can make it more difficult. If it's more difficult, you're gonna work harder. You work harder, you're gonna recruit more muscle fiber. You recruit more muscle fiber, and you grow.